YouTube? It's your boy, the Sneaker Knocker, the one and only, judge of all kicks and apparel on YouTube, and you can refer to me as the Sneaker Judge. Now, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, like, comment down below, but whatever you do, make sure you tap and slap that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload new content, as I try my best to upload weekly. Now let's just get into this unboxing. Talk about being animated as well as corny. But yo, it's my personality. Just like everybody else has their own personalities. Who are we to judge? But you know what? What don't kill you make you stronger. But yeah, as you guys already know, these are the Patta joints. And as you can see, right here on the box is you have the Patta 7. And I'm becoming a big fan of the 7s because I do love their mountain peaks. But this box is damaged. Straight from StockX. Damaged box. But you know what? It is alright. And as you guys already know, this is my size 12. Check out that label for you legit checkers out there and verifiers who can't even afford these sneakers, but they got something to say. And no shots to those, you know, I'm just speaking my mind like everybody else is. But as you can see, this is a dope box, another premium box, but it's kind of different. You know, who actually has a box like this? Who would have thought a box would come like this with the actual print of the sneaker on it? Patta, y'all are different over there in the overseas world. I don't know if it's UK, Amsterdam. I'm not really sure where it's located at. I think it is Amsterdam, but y'all are different with y'all mindset and concept because, you know, this is very new to the sneaker world. But opening up the box, you already know, typical, as well as typical. But yeah, you got your like type of tribal, you know, type of packaging here with the paper, and I'm liking the packaging that Jordan is doing lately, and I'm loving the collabs. So here you have it. And we're just gonna cut this down a little bit, give you guys that better look of the and we're just gonna take these out. Boom. So yeah, when I seen these, man, I was like, I have to get these in a collection because I love the color brown. So yeah, had to cop these on StockX. This is a quick heads up. If you ever thinking about investing in a sneaker bot, before you invest in a sneaker bot, do your research, because I did the research and I still fell victim to, you know, entering into the sneaker botting world. But what I have noticed is this is all like a type of Ponzi scheme. You know, it's like one of those type of Ponzi schemes. It's a scheme, you know. They keep you drawn in, but you're not going to reap the benefits. The people that are part of the first generation, they're going to reap the benefits of always cooking, always hitting, which is why most of the bots that actually do work are out of stock. Most of the proxies that actually do work are out of stock because they're keeping it in the circulation of those who are part of the first generation so they can continuously keep cooking up and winning. So what I have thought about doing is currently I'm trying my best to figure out how to create my own scripts, to create my own proxies, so I don't have to fall victim to constantly buying these proxies that are not going to work out for me. And that's how they keep you going with, like, it's like a monthly database. It's like with your monthly phone. They are charging you by the month and you only have a certain amount of gigabytes. So that determines whether or not you're going to still be able to use those proxies. You can buy a proxy for a monthly plan and use it up in 1 or 2 days. It all depends on how much your bandwidth is being used. And when you are utilizing these proxies, whether you're testing them, whether you doing these fake test runs to see if it actually works, you're using your bandwidth and it's really not necessary, and it's really like doesn't do you any justification. It does you a disservice because they don't really tell you all this in the fine print, And it's like, you're just constantly wasting your money if you're trying to, you know, invest in a sneaker bot. And for most part, all the sneaker bots that work are not in stock. So you only have better Nike bot. You only have the IO1 V2. You only have a very selective few of bots that are going to work for you. And for the most part, they're not going to work for you. And you're just going to be pouring money into this bot that is actually not going to work. But what I'm trying to do to combat this is I'm trying to figure out how to create my own proxy. So if you know how to create proxies, hit me up in the comment sections and we can talk some business. But back to these sneakers. Patta 7 joints. You have a red Jumpman. You have predominantly brown and a light mocha color. On the back you have the classic 23 in white with your red and black and a pyramid triangle shape logo or, you know, design on the back heel. You have, it says Team Patta. If you guys can see that, it says Team Patta going through the back pull tab. On this side of the midsole, it says Patta in a mocha brown. You have your light brown, beige toe box. You have your burgundy red going through the tongue. At the top is the classic. What everybody loves about the 7s is this multi-coloring of the tongue with the brown, the light red, the burgundy, and the white Jordan going across there. You can't actually see it because, as you can see, the lacing on this is kind of, you know, tight. But you have, in the inside, you have a Jumpman in gray. You guys can see that. You have a Jumpman in gray. At the bottom sole, you have multi-coloring of red, black, brown, gray, and you have that, you know, caramel brown Jumpman at the back heel. And a lot of people are saying that they don't like the branding of the Patta all throughout the sneaker, but I think it's something different. I'm always big for things that are different, you know. You have your brown mountain peaks right here. These are the famous mountains, as I called it in the last video. But overall dope sneaker because I love the mixture of the brown, the red, the burgundy, as well as the beige on the sneaker. I really think you will be able to do a lot with this sneaker. I'm just going to show you guys the other one. On this one, it comes with the famous pull tab, the Jumpman in 3D. As you can see, both of his feet are coming off of this. It's not actually on it. So I would think this is like three-dimensional, if you ask me. So ultimate dope sneaker, ultimately dope. As you know, this is a hard sneaker to get when it was released, but upon being released, when you go and you try to hit on these UK sites, if you actually have a bot that works, it's really better to have one because you could cop so many pairs because they don't have a limit of how many pairs you can cop on like the trophy rooms. When I went for the ice blue trophy rooms, like I could have added so many in my cart if I had an actual bot that would have worked. And if it manually it would have worked, I would have had so many in my cart. It's not like, you know, Foot Action, Foot Locker, Nike sneakers is only like one limit. Now on these other UK sites and these other sites that are not like, you know, the actual retailers of the sneaker world, they allow you to add so many into your cart. That's why the people with these bots that are working, they're like killing the game and they're cornering the market. So what the bots are doing, they actually are having us newcomers as new consumers fund them to constantly win. They're at the top of the food chain. They're at the top of the pyramid. And we are funding them by all these monthly subscriptions to the cook groups that pays for the monitoring, for the proxies that pay for them to actually have the best proxies, which are DC proxies. They're promoting residential proxies that are not actually working. And I know I'm doing a lot of talking because as of lately, I have been trying to focus on the bot that I have invested in and trying to get it to work, and it has absolutely not worked. I missed out on these, but I attempted to cop these on the bot. I missed out on the Ice Blues, but I attempted to cop them on the bot. I missed out on the sneakers that recently released today, which was the Air Max or whatever they call, but it wasn't working. But I see other people are able to work, but the people who are able to have the bots work for them are the people who are the branded owners, like the people who own the actual bots, the people who provide you with the proxies, the people that provide you with the cook groups. They are the ones winning, not the actual consumers that are funding this circulation of a manipulation in disguise that is an illusion that allows you to think that you're going to be able to actually cook up. But what I'm doing, because I'm kind of smart, is I'm going to figure out how to bypass all of this having continuously fund up my money when I can do it myself. Like, I'm not going to think about creating my own bot, but what I will do is create my own proxies that are actually at a millisecond speed, that will actually enter into these drawers, that will actually check out a sneaker faster. Because I'm having a personal problem right now with search proxies, and they're actually like saying that the residential speeds are from 300 to all the way in the thousands, which that's not actually able to work for me. That's not going to help anybody who is purchasing search proxies and they're offering you 300 milliseconds. Like, in order to get a checkout, you need to be below like 50 milliseconds. Like, it has to be constantly fast. And if you have multiple DC proxies that are with below 50 milliseconds, you are able to continuously enter in and check out, or attempt to check out, without worrying about being banned, because you're going to have multiple proxies to back up that proxy that wasn't able to get through, that was banned, you know. But if you have a 300 to 1,000, and I have seen some in like the 20,000s, the 30,000s, that's just like, it defeats the purpose, and you're just wasting your money. You have people like Patta Nova, who's out here being sponsored by these people, and they're funding him to constantly bring in new customers, because they're going to provide him with the better DC proxies. They're going to provide him with the better residential proxies, while people like me is like, oh, it's working for Patta Nova, let me join in. But I'm stupid, because all of my money is doing is funding him to continuously be sponsored, to continuously cook up, and be cornering this resale market, which is why it's so hard for people to cop pairs manually these days. And that's all I have to say about that. Back into the details. This video wasn't supposed to be that long, and hopefully I can shorten it up, but who knows. But here you go. You have the Patta jump offs, and you guys gonna see me end on that B-roll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm out. Peace.
Chatting and whispering, don't know what the fuck they be talking about. Pockets on small, infant. Had to put that little baby on timeout. Can't answer your call, infant. Ain't about no business or money convo. I got it all with me. I'm a living, walking, talking, trap house. Old hunter spending old money, ballin' like I'm Jerry Stackhouse. Young niggas do the drill, they ain't got no feelings. Hit you with the mask off. Just counted 50 blue bills, pushed off the wheel on the phone and smash out. Never knew nothing about a drop. We them niggas that they ask about. They ain't really getting to it, they try. They has-beens or they would never have. If I front it to you, throw half on the back end. Big black bag, got the distraction. All my raps is a fact, ain't no cap in. Pull up on your white jag with the black tint. We gon' let the hammer bang like a blacksmith. Samuel Jackson, these niggas acting. Main attraction, we pull up to the spot. All these hoes gon' show love and they gon' fly. Goofy ass niggas know they ride a cop. We invented before we made it hot. That's a fact, on these niggas my clones. They really talking some shit they not doing. Eating for spoon, we're really chewing. We was out on the block, you was at home, gone. They be chatting and whispering, don't know what the fuck they be talking about. Pockets on small, infant. Had to put that little baby on timeout. Can't answer your call, infant. Ain't about no business or money convo. I got it all with me. I'm a living, walking, talking, trap house. Old hunter spending old money, ballin' like I'm Jerry Stackhouse. Young niggas do the drill, they ain't got no feelings. Hit you with the mask off. Just counted 50 blue bills, pushed off the wheel on the phone and smash out. Never knew nothing about a drought. We them niggas that they ask about. 10 bands out the rubber band in the strip club every time that we pop out. Hit my buzzin' OT on the FT, tell them bring them bikes out. Bad hoe with me out of DC, Mike Tyson, she a knockout. Bitch, you ballin', you can't even enter the gym at all, you on lockout. Don't you go around talking down, when I ask you about it, then you cop out. She gon' swallow kids, drain the main vein, and she sucking every drop out. Good brain on her, but I ain't bust, she ain't graduate, she a dropout. Shoot my shot like the clock out, pick her up when she clock out. Serving junkies like the needy, go ahead, hit the line if you need it. Bad down, fuck her twice, cut her off cause she greedy and conceited. I break a bitch like she curfew, I blow zip, pour purple. These niggas broke and they born only on for 30 seconds like commercial. They be chatting and whispering, don't know what the fuck they be talking about. Pockets on small, infant. Had to put that little baby on timeout. Can't answer your call, infant. Ain't about no business or money convo. I got it all with me. I'm a living, walking, talking, trap house. Old 100 spending old money, ballin' like I'm Jerry Stackhouse. Young niggas do the drill, they ain't got no feelings, hit you with the mask out. Just counted 50 blue bills, push start the wheel on the phone and smash out. Never knew nothing about a drought, we them niggas that they ask about. Chatting and whispering, don't know what the fuck they be talking about. Pockets on small, infant. Had to put that little baby on.